Hey there, gorgeous. Hey, J Dubs. Let me go back into the comments here. And hey, Umair. Good to see you. And yes, it has been a little bit of time this time. Guys, hi there. My name is Melissa, also known as the Tarotist, and I am going to be your tarot card reader. Guys, we are live today. Welcome to those of you who are catching the live with me, and for those of you who are coming for the replay, I will have a list of timestamps in the pinned comment below so that you can click on whatever placements of whatever signs you would like to listen to the messages for. And for the rest of you who are here right now or listening to the entire introduction for the replay, anything that you would ever need to know about myself or my channel, you can find either in the description box below, the channel description, or my community tab. And you can certainly always check out my website, guys. I'm so sorry. I have a little bit going on here, and I did mean to be on the Libra. We are in Libra season, right, guys? Happy birthday, Libra. And I'm also trying to get to the comment section here or the live chat. So give me just a second, guys. There we are. And hey, G Dubs. Um, okay, guys. What was I saying now? Anything you need to know about me, guys, you can find description box below or any, my website, www.thetherapist.com. I do have personal readings available. However, my Zoom and FaceTime readings are currently closed. You can check out my description box below for the pre-recorded and email readings, as well as the PayPal and Cash App that you would make the payment to, and the email address that you would send the receipt of your payment along with your questions to. um, Guys, we are just going to do a quick whatever comes out for every single sign here, starting, of course, on the birthday sign and then going through in order the rest of the 12 signs, so 11 other signs. And again, for those of you who are just joining, you will be able to check out the pinned comment below where I will leave all of the timestamps, me or J Dubs. J Dubs, thank you so much for all your help. Everybody, give it up for Jean W., the beautiful moderator for my channel. And is that what they're called? Moderators, you guys? Mods? I'm so out of the loop here. Anyways, that's why I'm not in the chat. Okay, there we go. Hi, honey. Hi, Umair. And we will definitely answer some questions at the end of the live, guys, if you have any questions about Aletha or whatever, Umair, okay? So let's go ahead and get rocking right out the gate here. Libra, happy birthday, gorgeous. Again, my name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. Oh, you're so cute, J Dubs. Gosh, you're so sweet. I want to know how everything's going too. So we can certainly catch up after the live is over and maybe check into the tarot and see what's going on. Okay. But for right now, guys, again, Libra, my name is Melissa. Happy birthday. And we're just going to get very quick messages, guys. I did want to do an all signs reading because that seems to be the most popular, or I do feel like there's something special about feeling like you're being read for specifically. So I'm going to do these all signs readings as often as I can. However, they do get a little timely, or a little time consuming. So I did also have been doing a roll of dice reading. If you guys want to check out the video tab of my channel, I have been doing full-sized love readings for particular signs by rolling the dice. I've done 7 or 6 out of the 12. I think I've done 7 out of the 12, maybe 8 now out of the 12 signs. So go ahead and check out the video tab if you would like to find the most recent love reading, full-size love reading for your sign. Today, we are not doing a love reading. We are just going to check into the energies that are and see what messages we have for each and every single one of you. Starting out again with the birthday sign. Happy birthday, Libra. My name again is Melissa, also known as the Tarotist, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader. Let's get one of these Moon Magic cards to see what we got going on for you, and then we will jump into the tarot as well, okay? Nose itch. Okay, what does that mean, guys, when your nose itches? Somebody's thinking about you? Libra, somebody's thinking about you, honey, okay? Maybe you're thinking about me. I don't know. I think one flipped over. It did. Okay, honey, we have let go of anxieties of others. Let go of the anxieties of others. People are stressing you out, it feels like. Hmm. And every day I focus on what is important. Let's see what the tarot has to say there. Oh, excuse me. I am magnetic to what I want and I repel what I do not want. Okay, I'm getting a lot of you're very magnetic at this time. So I am getting that there are a lot of people putting pressure on you to give them attention that you maybe aren't interested in giving them. I feel like you're doing it anyways, by the way, or you feel like you need to. But by the way, you not giving somebody attention that they didn't deserve or earn, or that you just don't want to give them, is not selfish. It's a requirement for you to love yourself or to respect yourself or your time or your energy. And the only person who really can respect that is you. Okay. And then you should only allow people into your personal space that do respect that boundary as well. Okay. So let's get some tarot on it. Hmm. Yeah, I just do feel like you're very attractive. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is also known as like the minor arcana version of the Empress card, which is a very attractive card. I feel like you're attracting everyone. By the way, there could be, I want to say, let me find out more about this 10 of Cups, because I do feel like there is somebody that could be um it's like because you're busy giving everybody you feel obligated to give your attention to, you're not seeing the one person that actually does deserve or was meant to have your attention or something like that. You're overlooking, or you're, I want to say maybe not overlooking. I just don't think they have room to come in at this time while you're entertaining all different kinds of people. By the way, I don't think that's in a romantic sense when I said you're entertaining all different kinds of people, Libra. I feel like there's a lot of people, especially right now, you're very magnetic because it's your birthday season. I think you're always very magnetic. You are ruled by the sign or by the planet Venus. Obviously, you know that. So you're very alluring as it is. And then, of course, you do represent the card that this is the minor arcana version of, which is a very attractive energy, very, I want to say, sacral chakra or Venus, Venusian energy here. And it's saying here basically that you're going to need to learn how to discern who deserves that attention. I want to say they say that Libras are very people pleasy, and that's not how I see Libras are very. I want to say people overlook Libra because of Libra's ability to attract or allure others. So people almost intentionally overlook you, and you give people the attention that you didn't get that you did deserve or something like that. Again, I feel like you're giving a lot of people who don't deserve your energy or attention, and it's not because they're not, it's like they're not good people is what I'm actually getting here. Let me just get more though. I'm going to get another card here. And again, I do feel like you have a mate or somebody that would, be somebody that exactly like your perfect match coming or trying to enter your energy field that is completely consumed by people that don't deserve your energy and attention. So it's like I'm watching you a project, like one person a day, the divine would like you to sever ties with, that are not pouring into this connection of yours in any kind of way. They're asking for your time, your energy, even your advice. I feel like everybody wants a little bit of your energy at this time. So the divine is asking you to, if you want to cut the whole crew off at this time at once, that's fine. But they're saying like if that's overwhelming, to really try. By the way, anybody who you say no to, they want you to practice saying no. Again, because people have underlooked you or overlooked you or something like this, underappreciated your value. And I think you're a very valuable person. I think you add a lot to people's lives. Again, I feel like that kind of glow about you is the reason why people intentionally overlook you, because they don't want you to shine too brightly or something like that. So this feeling unseen has caused you as an empathic human being to feel obligated, or and not because you think they, it's like because you think they need you, not because you think they're not going to like you. It's not people pleasy at all, actually. It's because you feel compassion or empathy for these people. By the way, a lot of these people do not deserve your empathy and would not do the same for you. And I want to say that they're saying to start saying no to these people, whoever you feel like are asking for a lot of your attention, even if it's just advice. Hey, can we meet up after work? I just wanted to talk to you about this. By the way, people are just flourishing in your energy. So the energy that you're giving them is actually helping them succeed or thrive or flourish. But it's taking you down. It's draining you from the energy that you need. Okay. That you need to succeed or thrive or flourish. Okay. I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second here. Because they were giving me something, but then I screwed my phone up. Um, you have a perfect match coming in here, Libra, but it's by way of you literally cutting off every single one of these. I want to say energy vampires, whatever you want to call them, these people that are using your good energy to try to become magnetic on their own. They don't necessarily understand on a conscious level that they're trying to be in your energy so that they can kind of I want to say obtain or steal some of your magnetism, right? So that they can go, it's like, but they feel so good after being with you. And it is because of your very magnetic energy and aura at this time. And so then these people are almost like can't get enough of you. That, well, I just saw you last night. They want to see you again. This may be, some of these might be people who are romantically interested in you, and you're not romantically interested in them, by the way. And I want to say that you're not sure that you're not romantically interested in them because you're so sweet. It's like, if you're not sure that you're or if you are or aren't romantically interested in them, you are not. Okay. um they're given like the cutest, sweetest little energy here, but the other vibe is that there is a strong need for you to say no to at least one person each day. I'm sorry, say no to everybody every single day. Okay, until you find out who is going to still care about you or treat you with respect when you say no or when you set boundaries. Okay, because again, the people who matter are going to stay around whether you set these boundaries or not, whether you can feed them or not. And anyone who doesn't matter will eventually get offended and run off. Okay, something like that, or get pissed off, and they'll show their true colors to you. Again, they're not going to show you those true colors while you're giving them what they need. It's when you cut them off or stop giving them what they need that they will show you their true colors. I hope that makes sense for you, Libra. I love you so much. It does feel like you have a soulmate coming in, a perfect match or everything that aligns with you, but it is asking you to release everything that is not in alignment with your highest and greatest good. Okay. I love you so much and happy birthday. And I will see you very soon. Moving right along to the next sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, hey there, gorgeous. And just me and you, Umair. Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader. And we are going to get a quick message from these moon magic cards and then from the tarot as well. We're just going to keep it short and simple here. Whatever the divine thinks that you need to know at this time. Whew. We got, I invite peace with, hey, by the way, Scorpio, I'm going to tell you about this card in just a second. But I did just do a love reading for you, Scorpio, and it is in the video tab of my community, or in my community tab, both places. You can check the video tab or the community tab posts, because I did share it there as well. But it is a love reading, and it was a very powerful one and a very profound one about your ability to feel things deeply and passionately. And then, of course, it did talk a little bit about how you might not be pursuing the things that you're purposefully called to because you're ashamed of some of your ability to feel things deeply, or you were shamed for that in your childhood. So go check that reading out, guys. Again, that is in the video tab or the community tab. And it is that they are so intoxicated. Scorpio, they are so intoxicated by you or something like that. Okay. And for this reading, it says, I invite peace within myself. I ripple this outwards. Getting a similar energy from the Libra reading is about making sure that you surround yourself with peaceful things if you want to keep the peace from within. There is a way, by the way, once you do heal quite thoroughly and become very unpenetrable, that you can stay peaceful in chaotic situations. But if you're sensitive, like you are, a water sign, probably the most sensitive or deepest, I want to say not softest, by the way, but when I say sensitive, it's just your ability to feel things on a deep level. So when you have that gift, it is really important to keep a good to keep your circle small and clean, okay? Because some people, maybe air signs or air moons or whatever, can have whoever in their vicinity and not feel or absorb their energy. And by the way, a water sign can get to a place where we become much more impenetrable or unable to absorb the energies around us. But because we have the gift of empathy and the gift of feeling energy, no matter how good or healed we get, we are susceptible to absorbing energies. Okay. I'm not a Scorpio, I am a Cancer, but I know as a water sign and an empath that this is something that we need to keep a very close eye on is our circle. Okay. And the people that you allow into your circle, no matter how good they are at pretending or having a facade on, their genuine intention, their real true intentions are going to be felt by you. And again, if they're not clean, you'll almost feel like in a crabby mood, or in you'll kind of feel on edge or like dark or depressed or like something's wrong with you, and you'll think it's you, by the way. So there is a strong need for you to not have any extra people in your energy at this time, certainly not anyone new or anyone that gives you any kind of a weird vibe. This isn't paranoia, this is protection, this is spiritual protection, this is empathic protection, whatever you want to call it. So you need to make sure that you invite only peaceful people into your circle, and make sure that you keep everyone else. What? Umair, don't mess with me right now. I invite peace within myself and I ripple this outwards. Again, the more peaceful you are inside, the more peaceful your message or your energy that you give out will be. Um, Again, when you're an empathic person and you've absorbed negative or whatever energies, darker energies, people that you are close to can feel that on you. Okay. That's what it's saying, something about that. I choose to nourish myself and enrich my life. So they are talking about making sure that you get out and do some grounding in nature. And there is a way to, if you have absorbed some negative energies because you are an empathic or a very gifted being, very psychically connected, then getting out in nature and expressing or expelling that negativity through your feet into the earth, or through your palms of your hands into the earth, is going to be a very good way for you to cleanse that energy. Of course, you can use any of the, you can use sage, you can use Palo Santo, you can use selenite, but the most powerful cleansing agent out there is, in fact, life force energy. And getting your bare feet into the ground and expressing that energy out into the earth. And then, of course, asking the earth to give you any good energy, life force energy that will be useful going forward, is a great way to do that. I know my shadow side and I work willingly to transform aspects of it. So they're saying some of that darkness that is coming up certainly is yours as well here, Scorpio. And you are the death card. You're ruled by the planet Pluto planet. And so there is this kind of very dark and mysterious energy about you as well. And darkness isn't a bad thing. So of course it can be. There can be some, but there is something about the darkness or the depth of your darkness, something about this. And it's saying that it kind of is pertaining to your reading earlier where you felt ashamed of this. It says, I know my shadow side, but I want to say you think there's something wrong with that part of you, or it's like, I want to say you've been called, the energy is that you've been called cynical or something like that, because of, it's like, because you can actually see things as they are. You're not fooled. You don't see things with rose colored glasses. All right. So we got the Knight of Swords. Okay, because now it is kind of saying that you might be jumping to conclusions about a situation. Because it's like making sure that you're discerning the current situation or something like that, not jumping to conclusions about a new situation because of a past situation. I hope this makes sense for you. Mm. And here's that energy that I was talking about, is you think something that is actually quite a gift about you. It makes you feel like you are I'm getting like this. I'm watching you look in the mirror and see a reflection of a monster, or looking in the water and seeing a reflection of a monster. By the way, whatever this dark side of you is not something that you bring out for no reason. It's definitely to protect you. And I want to say that maybe you did have rose colored glasses at one point, and because of that, you were maybe I want to say played, and then I did get I don't even think like in romantically, could be by a romantic partner or several romantic partners that made you think that they felt things more deeply than they do, or that they felt things on the level that you do, or made you feel like the way that you feel things meant something was wrong with you. Um Yeah, because I'm getting like something about this Eight of Swords here is about you doubting your own potential here, or doubting. I just want to say, whatever this darkness is, you've never given it to somebody who's showed you the light. Okay. It's only been people who have, like, I want to say, snuck up on you in the dark, and then they got this, I want to say, monster who was actually built to protect you. It's like, don't ever with the wrong mother. Just because somebody comes in peace doesn't mean they're skilled at not skilled at war or something like that. And I feel like you've come in peace several times and then ended up in these wars, and then you felt ashamed of yourself for the way that you reacted. I don't think you physically violently reacted, by the way. I think that you got very passionate about something. By the way, I don't think these people have ever messed with you again, and there is a need to accept that side of you, and also I want to even say appreciate that side of you that was literally built to protect that very softness in you. Okay, that watery side of you. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, but it does feel like just a need to really get in, just to really fall in love with the side, both sides of you. Okay, you have two very good sides, and we were all built with both of these, but the darkness in you was definitely built because the lightness in you is so light, it needed a guardian. Okay. So I that's it. The darkness in you is the guardian of your light, and that's what they wanted me to say. Okay. And moving right along to the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, hey, they're gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and we are going to do a quick reading for you. We're going to just grab some of these moon magic cards, and then we will get some tarot as well to see what messages the divine have for you. This is just going to be quick and timeless. We have, I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. I love that for you, Sagittarius. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. I love this flow state you're in at this time, or getting into. By the way, there might be something about you had blocked some of your blessings by trying to control an outcome or something like that. Let me find out more. I can guide and lead others wisely with love. Yum. Okay. So that's kind of what I was saying, is like you're in this flow state, and I do feel like you're attracting a large audience. So you might be in the public eye here, and we're going to get some tarot on it as well. And I feel like things might have felt quite stagnant. And I want to say, because they're telling me, well, you're ruled by the planet Jupiter. Okay. You might be a Sagittarius rising. You might actually have Jupiter as your chart ruler, is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. But either way, Sagittarius is ruled by the planet Jupiter. And they're saying, with that planetary ruler, you do not need to force things. Okay. So they're saying there is a strong need for you to stop trying to force an outcome here, because actually it's pushing that further away. And I don't know. So, whatever this means, whatever you're pursuing in the public eye here, the more patiently you can pursue this thing. So, they're saying consistency is key here. However, feeling the need, I'm getting like purchasing viewers or purchasing likes or something like that, something that you think is going, you're getting impatient. Okay. They're saying patience is the key here, but they're saying if you start to do whatever this particular thing is and try to force the outcome by purchasing views and likes and things like that, or subscribers, that it's actually going to mess with the algorithm, the true. You could certainly get help with SEO stuff, by the way, but don't go about it in this like kind of cheesy, buy thousands of views. Although I think on TikTok, although I haven't done this myself there, it might just be I might just not be good at business. But what they're telling me about you here, Sagittarius, is that you are ruled by the planet Jupiter and you do not need to force anything, because ultimately everything is going to chase after you in this lifetime. Okay. I got so the more patient that you can be while this is sorting itself out. By the way, it's saying something about if you force this now before it's ready or ripe, you'll not only destroy the algorithm, you're going to destroy the message, right? Because there's something you're learning in this sort of slower time about yourself, about the world, and about the message you're sending, or the way you're going to send it, that is essential to sending it correctly. So basically, if you get there now, I'm getting you like on stage, spotlight on, and then the message that comes out is shallow. It doesn't have any substance, and everybody runs because they just are not, that what they heard wasn't what they wanted to hear. It wasn't in alignment with the message that they thought they were going to hear. I hope you understand what I'm saying here, because the more patient you can be to attract the right demographic for whatever message it is you're sending, the more long what's right more successful you'll be in the long run. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you. And something about yeah, so I was trying to get another card and another card didn't come out, and then I looked down and this is about um well, there you are, Sagittarius energy, and then this is represents Gemini here. And these are both very quick and very full of action. And it does talk about that you're very good at taking action, right? You're very, what's the right word? I want to say ambitious is the right word here. And you've been in business, I want to say in other things, very successful. But this particular thing, whatever seems to be held up, it could be in the public eye or wherever it is in your life. It's saying the thing that is not going forward, no matter how hard you push it, um, and you're about to try to take a shortcut, the shortcut is going to destroy the whole path. I hope this makes sense for you, okay? Because things are going to start breaking open for you as soon as you're ready for them to, and you don't want to end up on stage before you're ready or prepared for the message that they need to hear or something like that. I hope that makes sense for you, and I am going to move right along to the next sign here. And that is a sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader. We're just going to get you a real quick message from the divine. We're going to start out with these moon magic cards, and then we will jump into the tarot. J Dubs, how about we ask the tarot specifically after? Sorry that I took a little pause there, guys. I decided to start reading the message, my comment section or my chat. And Umair, I have already told you, honey, that I will do a question at the end of the live. Okay. So if you're still here, you can absolutely do a question. And you can put it in the chat now. Likely I will be able to just scroll right back and look at it later, but I'm going to do that after the reading is over. Okay. And J Dubs, I will also love to check into that and see if that message was more for you. Of course, always take whatever resonates and leave what does not. And Capricorn, hey, they're gorgeous. I'm going to try to remember to timestamp it here for you, honey. My name is Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader. We're starting out with these moon magic cards to see what the divine has for you right now, what messages the divine might have for you. And it says, I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. Ooh, I love this for you, Capricorn. I did just get this for Sagittarius as well. Capricorn, I really love you. Let's get more. I just really adore your energy. It feels very warm, comforting, and like motherly. Um, is the energy that I'm getting off of you right now. You might be a mother. You might be. I almost am getting that this message is for something that you've decided to do with your child. So I want to say adult child, by the way, and I don't know what. It's like you're doubting your gift or your motherly skills or something like that, and there's a really big opportunity coming for maybe your child. Now, if this is actually you that the big opportunity is coming for, they're saying just because you weren't mothered properly doesn't mean you can't mother yourself here. There's a need to not, I'm getting like, what's not doubt your skills, your mothering skills, your ability to mother yourself, your ability to mother your child, and your ability to lead with love. Okay, something like that. Let me get more. And you might be leading a large audience as well or something like that, but this feels like a very specific message for a mother with an adult child. I have a balanced relationship with time and I use my time well. Um, Yeah, so they're saying that you work very hard and a lot, but you always make sure that there's time for your children or the people that you love if you're not a mother or if you are a father. This is just about you, no matter how busy you get or how hard you work. And I am getting that you do work very hard, overwork. I'm even getting the devil card. We'll see if it comes out. But no matter how, so also they are saying though, that there is a strong need to nurture yourself when you do that kind of um when you commit that fully to other people and other things, your job, whatever it is you do for business, and then of course your family that you are making time for, because even though you're very busy with your job, there is a need for space too for yourself or something like that. They're saying, I am magnetic to what I want and I repel what I do not want. Because I'm getting a similar message to what I got earlier with Libra. You could have Libra in your chart, or you could be a Libra with a Capricorn moon or something like that. Um, Okay, Umair. Yeah, I don't reply to instant messages. You can always come here and comment on my stuff, but I don't do the DMs, okay? And so sorry, Capricorn, back to you. It says that there is a strong need to discern who deserves your time. Of course, family does, and I think you're a great mother and you do lead well, but because of that, I feel like a lot of people are attaching to that nurturing energy of yours. And I feel like you're giving that same, I want to say you've got people your own age that are needing a mother figure in their life. By the way, again, you could be a male, a female, or a non-gender. I don't really care what you are, but you give off this very warm, very comforting, very nurturing energy that people thrive when they're in your energy, or thrive when they've had some time with you. So they're able to kind of like conquer the world or take on the world or take on tasks, or feel okay about like the scary whatever they're facing in this reality. The star card is on the bottom of the deck, and that is like, it's like your energy is healing. The energy that you exude makes people feel safe, seen, heard. So they're saying that it's not gonna get slow down. Okay. When you are that good of a person in a genuine and authentic way, you become very magnetically attractive to well, everyone, but also broken people who have it's not that they're incapable of nurturing themselves, by the way. They just prefer that somebody else do it. It's like a shortcut. They don't want to take the time to take care of themselves in the way that you have, or something like that. So there is a strong need to discern when that energy is being wasted. And when you've taken on too many, this is it, Nine of Wands here. This is about the wounded warrior, or sometimes the wounded healer here, but it is talking about maybe too many tasks, or too many obligations, or too many things that you are watching people literally at this. You're like standing there, and then there's a crowd of people pulling at your feet. You're up on a pedestal, by the way. I do feel like you have just this kind of like very powerful energy. Whatever it is you do, you might be in a position of power, by the way. You might be a leader of some sort, and you have a lot of people who are your subordinates, um demanding your energy and attention. And I want you to, and I get that you feel somewhat obligated to these people for some reason. I'm going to get more. And I feel like you aren't able to even enjoy yourself, your own energy, or this gift that you offer others to yourself. Okay. Something like that. So a strong need to discern wisely who does deserve your energy and attention. But first and foremost, regardless of who does actually deserve your attention, you do first, is the energy that they're giving here. And then a strong need to cut down on these obligations, or be able to say no to people. By the way, they're saying that anybody who you cannot say no to without them getting offended or defensive or rude to you are not actually in this relationship for the right reasons, whether this is a platonic, a romantic, or even a business relationship. If you cannot say no to somebody without them getting defensive, offended, or I want to say people are guilting you or gaslighting you or manipulating you into giving them your energy as if you owe them somehow, even though you've always been the one providing for them. The divine is saying this is how you find out who is real. This is like, I want to say this is separates the men from the boys or the boys from the men or whatever the silly thing that's coming through is. But you letting people know that you are not able to give them the attention that they need at this time, and you can do that in any way you would like, but is setting a very firm boundary here. And then whoever will either ignore that boundary and force themselves and your attention and energy force themselves on you in some way, or the people who get defensive, or you'll feel the energy of a person who is kind of sneakily trying to guilt you into giving them the attention that they desire. While some of this can be somewhat natural, this is going to separate the people who are truly for you and the people who are just interested in what you have to offer. And let me find out just one more here. Yeah, you really could be in the public eye, or people keep an eye. I want to say there's people keeping an eye on what you've been doing online. So you might have just social media, you might not be in the public eye here, but people are seeing that you, I want to say, or they're going to see that you're still doing things, but it's not with them, and it's not because you dislike them, but the divine is saying that this will lead to you really finding out who is a genuine person or a genuine connection in your life, and who is just there to receive whatever it is you're willing to give. Okay, I hope this makes sense for you. Again, I'm getting like that people are going to be keeping an eye on your social media and going, well, I saw that you went there with them, and I saw that you did this, and or maybe people already are doing that and you're feeling guilty, and they're like, no, anybody who would try to guilt trip you into giving them attention because you're giving your energy to somebody else is not a true friend of yours in the first place here. And you should be able to, it's like almost like you went to see your family and then friends were like, you said you couldn't do anything last night, and I couldn't because I literally had a family gathering or whatever it was. Something like this. The divine is saying the more you say no to people, because you need that energy for yourself and to pursue your own things, the more you will find out who is actually for you and who is just there for the benefits that you offer. Okay. I love you so much. And we are moving right along to the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, hey, they're gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader. And we are just going to get a quick message from the divine here. We're going to check out these out. You guys, these moon magic cards, and then we will look into the tarot as well, just to see what the divine has for you. Who we on, Aquarius? I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. That's cute because I haven't gotten this on you in a while, Aquarius, but maybe it's just because I haven't read for you in a while. But I am getting something about a rapper here. Do I have an Aquarius out there who raps? I teach people how to treat me. It's a rap. That's also what I'm getting here. Every day I focus on what is important. Yeah. Okay. So by the way, I get that you might be pursuing it could be a rap career, by the way. It could be any career in the public eye. It could be any maybe fame or fortune or something that it doesn't have to be any of that, by the way. Whatever you're pursuing here feels very like something that could be very successful, but it's time to, like, I'm watching you sweep, so it's time to like clean up the surroundings, okay? The surrounding area, meaning your clique, your crew. I'm getting a lot of like rapper kind of lingo here. So I do feel like you might be pursuing a rap career, and it's like you have to actually leave the rapper lifestyle to become a successful rapper. You can't stay in that sort of you need to sleep good, don't do drugs, don't do alcohol, and to pursue this powerful career where I think you will help change lives, even if what you write about is all of those things that you've encountered, right? And helping people maybe through, not by the way glorifying. I feel like whatever you're here to do, you're here to show people the light or the right way to go, the path to take. So you can't kind of send a message of hope to people while you're living in the heat of the message. I don't know exactly what that means. The Queen of Pentacles here. It's like, never forget where you came from, but don't stay there. You can't succeed there. You can't, I want to say you can't grow where you can't heal where you were hurt or something like that. However, the healing portion of this is going to be you showing people how you recovered, how you escaped. So you might be in recovery or you might be needing to be in recovery, but it does feel like there's something already substantial that you've created. It does feel like a sobriety base or something like that, but you're still trying to hang out with the crew or something like that. I don't think they're sober. And this message isn't going to be for everybody. Certainly check out your other placements, but somebody who's an Aquarius here is trying to send a very powerful message. You have a very powerful message to send. By the way, you came here to endure all of this trauma and all of these different obstacles so that you could show the world that you could heal yourself and navigate your way out of it, and that you, just because you were born there doesn't mean you're stuck there. And then to help others do the same, to help others pull themselves up from the depths of the darkness, here is the energy that I'm getting here. Yeah, because I am on this patience card of this. You could you were meant to shine, baby. This is a Leo card. It represents the sign of Leo. We all know that Leo is ruled by the luminary, the sun. The sun shines. You are a very bright person, okay? There is something about you needing to be kind of patient in your pursuit to the success here. And again, lonely is actually the energy that's coming off this card. And I don't always get lonely I'm kind of getting like Virgo vibes, or not Virgo, but like the Hermit card vibes. And a need to stick to your convictions. Okay. Because I am getting that you have a lot of people in your energy that you think want the best for you. By the way, I don't think you're still using with them or whatever it is that they do. But I do think secretly they would like you to come back to the dark side with them. Okay. It's not even secretly. This is a human nature that people want, especially people that they care about or are comfortable with. I don't want to say care about, because when we aren't caring for ourselves properly, we can't technically really care about anybody else, or their well-being, I should say, at least. So there is this, I want you to know that the people that you are surrounded by at this time are wanting you to come back to the dark side with them and use again and party with them, and you think you're there to inspire them, but the divine is asking you to inspire them from a distance, okay? To really separate from anybody who has that old lifestyle that you kind of grew up in, and then to inspire them from a more public eye stance, okay? Something from a distance, but they can see you, or keep an eye on you and the progress, so that they know that it's possible for them too, or something like that. I hope this makes sense for you, but the truth is, um, if they're it is more likely that they will end up pulling you down than you pulling them up if you stay in the presence of these energies, okay? I hope this makes sense for you. I love you so much. I'm very proud of you. I do feel like you have a very successful career. I'm getting in the public eye in some way. So whether that is that you become a speaker, or you travel and speak maybe at meetings, or that you literally start rapping about how you got out of the hood or something like that. These people are all going to, you are going to help these people, but you can't do it in their presence. You can't do it in the third dimension. You're going to need to do it from a distance, or again, it's more likely that lifestyle will pull you back in than you pull them out of the lifestyle. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. And we're moving right along here to the sign of Pisces. Pisces, hey, they're gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader. And we are going to get you some of these moon magic cards followed by the tarot, just to see what messages the divine have for you. Failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience, Pisces. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. Okay. Yeah. Well, something is ending here, and then there's this new beginning. It's like one door closes, five more open is the energy I'm getting here. Let go. I let go. I release. I am within perfect possibility, but there is a strong need to let go of something that is no longer. It's like it's on your old frequency. So you keep trying to hold on to or make something successful that is on a lower timeline or a lower frequency. So it's actually keeping you stuck in that lower frequency and unable to get onto the timeline or the frequency of your actual dreams. It's like I want to say you're focusing on the safe space or whatever you felt safe in. Let me get some more. Something about it wasn't ever what you were passionate about. It just was something you were comfortable with. I get that. I'm kind of getting like, for instance, what I do for a living. It's what I'm good at. And it's like what I'm very confident about. And there's something about something you're very confident about. You got very good at here, but it's not in alignment with what your purpose here on this in this lifetime is, or something like that. I don't know. We're gonna get more here because clarity is coming. I feel like you've already seen the light. I feel like you've already had this moment of, I don't even like doing this, something like that. I'm good at it. People like when I do whatever this is, but I don't even like it. It doesn't make me happy. I want to say, but it does. Let me find out more. Because I do feel like there's been also clarity on what it is you actually are meant to do, but you're terrified of it. So you're afraid you're going to fail at it. And it's like whatever you think you're succeeding at now, or you're comfortable with, or you're really good at, is actually holding you back from the true success that you're meant to obtain. It's saying basically that it's keeping like I want to say glass ceiling. I never know what that means, but that's what they're giving me. Is like this like I guess like maybe you're a female in a male dominated industry or something like that. And then there's this cap out where you can't go any higher because you're just not the right gender or something like that. I don't really know what this is, honey, but there is something. It's like, but the truth is you're actually just trying to force yourself on a position because you're good at it and people like whatever it is that you do, but you don't even like it. That's what they're saying. It's like, but you're the one who doesn't even like it. But you like being good at something. So something about this, I don't know, but they're saying that you've seen clarity or gained clarity on what it is you're actually supposed to be pursuing here, but you're too afraid of failing at it. So you're staying with something that's comfortable or familiar. That's it. I mean, I'm going to get one more card here. I want to say there is a strong need for you to start pursuing now what it is that you would be very passionate or passionate or purposeful about, what you feel might be your purpose here on earth before maybe cutting this other thing off completely, right? So because I am getting like working whatever 9 to 5 you're working. By the way, I think you're really good at whatever that is. And I want to say that it's not a small position. I do think you get paid well to do whatever it is that you're so good at. I just think it depletes all of your energy. It takes away from who you truly are. It makes it so that you don't even feel like you can pursue the dreams that you have when you get home. So it's saying some of you may need to cut that off right now and do something else. Maybe I don't want to say that because it's like, can you find anything that pays as well? It's a need to start pursuing your dreams while you're doing this. Remember who the fuck you are. And also remember that whatever it is you're doing is causing you to be in a bit of a lower frequency or have a little bit of self-doubt. I feel like that's going to help you remember. It's like it's causing you to fear failure more than you already did or something like that. I hope this makes sense for you, but needing to push past that failure and be patient while you pursue something on the side as well until this starts to become successful, whatever it is you're passionate about, your purpose. And then really as soon as you have some sort of like ground or footing here in whatever you're passionate about, really letting go of, it's like you can't do both. Whatever you have been doing for so long and you're good at, again, it causes your frequency to lower because you don't even like it. The energy around you is low. The vibration of the people that are in whatever this is low. And it keeps you in a lower frequency and doubting yourself. Okay. So there's a strong need for you to up level into whatever it is you feel passionately, purposefully called towards, and then try to get some like momentum there. And as soon as you start to gain some momentum, a strong need to cut off for good, whatever it was you were pursuing career wise before. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. Always make sure that you are, making smart choices and don't quit your job before you have some other form of income coming in or something like that. But Also, don't believe the lies that you're telling yourself about your worth and about your passionate, purposeful calling, because it's actually coming from this lower frequency energy at whatever you're currently thriving in, unfortunately. So whatever you're making good money at is actually causing your frequency to lower and making it harder for you to go after what you're truly passionate about. But as soon as you kind of like recognize that and start going towards that thing you're passionate about anyways, you're going to start gaining some momentum and then be able to cut off that career that is causing your lower frequency altogether. I hope that makes sense for you. Okay. Moving right along to the sign of Aries. Aries, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We are going to start out with these moon magic cards, guys, and just get any messages that the divine might have for you at this time. And then we'll get some tarot as well. Just quick and timeless messages, Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Beauty raises my vibration. I seek it out for healing and joy. Okay. And whenever I get that there's a strong need to cater to your egotistical side. Okay. So not just self-love, which I think you've been working on, but there is a need for self-care as well, to feel good about yourself, to feel beautiful about yourself, or handsome or whatever it is. But sometimes when we go through this ego death, and believe me when I'm saying this, I'm coming from very personal experience, it's like we literally want the whole ego to die. Unfortunately, that can't happen. We are still human, so our ego self is always going to be alive, and the more we try to suppress that or ignore its desires, the more miserable we really become. So something about your egotistical Aries, don't you represent the ego? I mean, I know you're not the sun or you're not Leo, but um something about this. Don't forget who you really are just because you're going through this ego death. There is a need for it not to rule you, right? Or for you to hurt yourself or others in order to cater to it. But that doesn't mean let the whole thing whittle away. Okay. Don't let yourself completely fall apart here. Feeling beautiful is something that is not just okay. It's good. Like it's okay to feel that way. Or it's a need, it's a necessity, and especially for an Aries. If you're an Aries sun, something like that, Aries moon, there is a strong need for you to take good care of your front man, which is you, your vessel, right? And make sure that you're feeling. It's like I want to say this dark night of the soul will end when you start to pour into your visual, your aesthetics. I don't really know your visual appearance. I think you're good looking no matter what you do, Aries, but there is like you've been trying to neglect this desire of yours because you think it's bad because it's from the ego and it's about looking good for others. Or it's like, by the way, they want me to say you were never looking good for others. It was always for you. So do whatever makes you feel good. And don't worry. I want to say that because you are physically very attractive, people have shamed you for your good looks or said that you've gotten wherever you're going because of your good looks. I am getting the Queen of Wands, by the way, which is it does represent Aries. And yeah, I want to say because your confidence has caused or created a lot of insecure people to, I want to say, like shame you, attack you, scrutinize you, something like this. So now you are shaming yourself for your desire to feel pretty. You were never doing it for them, is what they wanted me to keep saying. You were never doing it for these people. They were just jealous because they didn't have what you had, okay, naturally. And taking good care of your physical looks, your health, your fitness, your body, you do your makeup, do your hair, get gorgeous or whatever it is you want to do. Because again, you were never doing it for them anyways, and whoever is shaming you for this is just jealous. I'm gonna try one more here. It says, "I am loved beyond measure." So anybody, I'm getting like this. Whoever minds don't matter, whoever don't matter whoever matters don't mind, whoever something like that. Whoever minds don't matter. Whoever is hating on your physical beauty or your I want to say you have like maybe you get your hair done, your nails done, your or you used to. I want to say you don't anymore and it's time to. It's a part of you. You are the first sign of the zodiac. You represent you're like the face of all things, okay? You represent the flesh. So there is a strong need for you to give credit where credit is due. You are a beautiful human being. By the way, I think with or without all of those things, but I think those things make you feel good. And whatever makes you feel good, as long as it's not harming yourself or anyone else, is exactly what you should be doing. And life is conspiring for me. God, it's just like maybe you have maybe you're a Sagittarius rising or something like that, or a Libra or a Taurus rising. You have a very benefic planetary chart ruler or something like that. Either Jupiter or Venus rules your chart, and it kills people. So I mean, it literally makes people so uptight and anxious around you that people have thrown that on you for, and you felt guilty about being beautiful for most of your life. The divine was like, hey, we all have gifts. One of yours, and by the way, just one of them. I want to say that I forgot this part of the message that people say that you're only getting places or you're only offered positions or success because of your looks and you have pretty privilege. You're fucking beautiful, but you're fucking brilliant, is what the divine is saying to me. So tell them to suck your and do whatever makes you feel good. Okay, that's what they're bringing through here. Exactly. Okay, like you just shine so bright, it's burning folks, and it's burning their britches, and it's burning their egos, and burn the whole place down is what they're saying here. Keep working hard on whatever it is you're pursuing, and don't ever feel guilty about the success that you. For instance, again, you've worked fucking diligently on becoming brilliant or a master at whatever it is you're doing and pursuing. And even if, by the way, this thing that you're pursuing is being a model or any sort of beauty, it's like you're not getting pretty privilege. You've mastered every single thing that you need, every look, every angle, you've mastered it and worked your ass off to get where you are. So just shine now, baby. The whole world is watching. That's what I want to say. And don't let these little demons dim your shine. Okay. They were just meant to be fans. So let them sit where they may, but they have nothing to do with, again, first of all, you were never trying to impress them in the first place. And people who don't have anything to offer the world are never going to be impressed with all that you do. Okay. It's like, they're not going to be impressed with it, but they will fucking be a fan. So just let them sit there where they are. And moving right along here to don't ever feel guilty about your beauty or your success. Okay. These are things God gave you. Continue to work on yourself and move forward in whatever it is you're pursuing, because it seems like you have a very successful career ahead of you. But don't forget how important it is for you, not for the world to see, but for you to feel beautiful and then go do those things for you. All right. Love you. Bye. Moving right along here to the sign of Taurus. Taurus, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We're going to get you some of these moon magic cards, and then we will get you some tarot as well. Wow. I really was going to do really short messages, and it's not like we're taking too long here, but we are only on Taurus, huh? So we've got Gemini, Cancer, and Leo coming up, and Virgo still. Wow, you guys. Okay, moving right along here. Taurus, hi, honey. Let's get you some of these messages. My words and actions are of beauty and compassion. My words and actions are of beauty, compassion, and love, Taurus. Love, never knew what I was missing. Is she a Taurus? I don't know. Whoever that is. I don't even know who that is. I love her. I love that song. And I do not have that range there, folks, but we do have every day I focus on what is important. My words and actions are of beauty, compassion, and love. Okay, beauty raises my vibration. First of all, hello, Taurus. You are ruled by Venus, the sign of beauty or the planet of beauty. So you are the sign of beauty, and you are just a beautiful inside and out human being here. But they are saying, first of all, love, never knew what I was missing. Somebody is missing you. I feel like somebody really dropped the ball here. I don't feel like you're supposed to go back to that person, but let me see. I teach people how to treat me by not going back to that person, right? Did it go by fast, J Dubs? That's because you weren't here. I'm just kidding, J Dubs. I love you so much. Taurus, back to you, baby. I want to say this. I'm choking on my own saliva. Let me drink my coffee really quick, you guys. Hold, please. Because I forgot to say what was coming through for you, but it was something about feeling guilty about the way you're communicating something here, because I want to say feelings are getting hurt. Well, you're being honest about something. You're not being cruel, by the way. You're not talking about other people. You're talking about yourself. So I want to say that gossip. I don't. All this weird stuff is coming through for you, but whether it's honest or true or not is still gossip and piece of shit, right? If people are talking shit about you, even if they're talking about the truth about you, they're pieces of shit. If they're talking about something that has anything to do with anything other than themselves. When people are talking about people, again, whether it's true or not true, whether it's a lie or these rumors or whether it's real facts, if people are sitting around talking about a motherfucker, it's because they're all pieces of shit. So if people are sitting around talking about you, Taurus, it's because they're pieces of shit. But whether or not it's the truth or not. Okay. So I do feel like there is something that you feel like, well, it is the truth, or you're saying a truth, by the way, not about people. It's just about life or love or something. I don't know what this is. And they're talking shit about what you're saying, even though what you're saying isn't about anybody else or to demean anybody else, or it's just a truth. Truth. Okay. Some truth you're spitting that the world can't swallow or something like that. Ooh, and by the way, there I want to say whoever this group of little hyenas is, Taurus, they are sitting. I'm like watching them cackle, like laughing hyenas, and they are hideous in their soul, and it's appearing on their faces at this time. These people are very miserable people. This is why they're trying to attack you with some truth that you're telling. By the way, they're using a truth that you've conveyed. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this message about yourself. And they're gossiping about it or you or something like that. And the divine is saying, first of all, don't stop spitting whatever truth this is. The reason why people are choking on it is because it's true. And it's not about, now again, they're wanting me to reiterate that your truth that you're sharing can't be about other people, right? Should I say can't, or when we're here to send a message, we are never here to send messages about other human beings. It's always maybe about a collective message that needs to be shared, or a universal truth that needs to be spoken of or something like that, or even a truth about yourself and about your journey that will help others to follow that path or something like that. And then there's this group of laughing hyenas that might be talking shit about you and the truths that you're sharing, either about your own path and journey or about the reality of the world that you can see. Again, not about a specific person, because we're not really meant to be talking about specific people like that. Because whether it's true or not, if it's not about you, it's gossip and it's toxic and unhealthy. Let me get more. Yeah, because now it feels like you're not. It's like they slowed you down in whatever message it was you were meant to share or here to share. So it's like the weight of the world is now on your shoulders. And it's okay, because they're saying that this pause or this, oops, I hope that you guys can't see that. Okay, whatever this pause or this hold up is while you're gaining a higher perspective. So again, I think the higher perspective just is that these people's opinions of you, by the way, the more they talk about you, the more you're going to rise, as long as you don't let it bring you down. So it's like, as long as you don't let it stop you or deter you from whatever message you're here to share or the truths that you're meant to tell, if you don't let them stop you, or the way that they feel about you or talk about you stop you, what they actually are doing is going to make you rise farther, faster, and higher. I hope that makes sense for you, because they're saying that the only way it can stop you or deter you is if you stop yourself. But as long as you keep going against all odds, or with this scrutiny or whatever this is, what's this other word? There's just a bunch of like stuff that I feel like you're under scrutiny and you're, um, people are watching you. By the way, it's because you're so attractive. I want to say this Venusian energy that you exude here does allure and causes a large following of people to be very attracted to you, which if these people are unhealed or jealous of you, they're going to originally try to dim your shine or stop you or talk shit about you or make you think that you're a piece of shit, so that you don't find out how fucking brilliant you are. I hope this makes sense for you because keep spitting whatever truth you're spitting here and don't let these people deter you. And then actually the things that they're saying or the gossips that they're doing is going to, it's like I'm watching it kind of like a fire under your ass or something. It's like a hot air balloon, like up in smoke. I don't know. It's going to make you rise. Okay. Their little hot air balloon. Yeah. It's going to make you rise as long as you don't jump down on the ground and lay there. Okay. Something like that. I hope that makes sense for you. Very weird message, but actually let your haters make you rise. Something like that. Okay. You were built for this and you can't be built for this and not attract a large crowd. When you attract a large crowd, um, any of that large crowd that is unhealed are originally going to try to stop you from seeing your worth. And then once they can't, they'll become your biggest fans, and then they will be blowing smoke up your ass or whatever the fuck this is. They will be your fire to your hot air balloon. Okay, they already are. What? Just let them talk. That's what they're saying. Let them make you famous. Okay, we're moving right along here to the sign of Gemini. Gemini, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I am going to be your tarot card reader. We're going to do a little message from the Moon Magic, and then we will get some tarot as well. Oh, no worries, Jada. I was just kidding with you. And Gemini, hi, I'm Melissa, honey. I'm gonna be your tarot card reader. We're gonna get you some of these moon magic cards and some tarot just to see what messages the divine have for you at this time. And it says, here I gather more wisdom each day. It's like the process is processing. It feels very stagnant or slow or painful, actually. And the reality is that each day, literally, there's something very profound and powerful that you're learning that is going to help you to succeed here in the future. But at this moment, it just feels, and it's like, I can't kind of explain what they're saying. There's like this big pot of stew that you're sitting in, right? And you think you're just swimming in it or drowning in it is actually the way, but you're actually adding a little new flavor to it every single day. And what you come up with at the end is this magical potion. This is so cute how this is coming out, but all of the things you're feeling, all of the things that you're coming up with here, it's like you're adding little flavors to your stew, that you're going to serve up to the world as a potion of your own success or something like that. I want you to know whatever you're doing, it's leading you to success. But I do feel like you're going through the thick of it, the pain of it at this moment. So let's find out more. I let go of the anxieties of others. And at this time, when you're just trying to survive yourself, some of the pains, I want to say old past traumas are coming up to the surface for you to feel. And it feels like you're literally reliving those traumas, and almost worse than reliving, because the original trauma, when it occurred, if you didn't actually process it the way that you needed to process it for it to be released, which, by the way, if it's coming back up later, you didn't, so you didn't actually feel it at its full capacity. So there's something about all the traumas that you've been suppressing or repressing from childhood that are coming back up to the surface to be felt. And you think you're encountering different pain after different pain, but it's actually all of that pain coming to the surface to be felt. Maybe there are going to be assistants that come, people who come and assist you in feeling the pain. It sometimes feels like, you're in traumatic relationships or something like that, but it's really just bringing some childhood trauma to the surface for you to feel so that you can get this stew brew in here, which again does feel like a magic potion that is going to be your key to success. Every little thing you're learning every single day, every little, I want to say like little minute things that you think are irrelevant and just an extra pain for no reason, are actually giving you a very precise ingredient that you need to succeed later on. And it is going to happen, but feeling it and not running from it is exactly how we're going to get there. And letting the potion marinate or something like that. I am magnetic to what I want and I repel what I do not want. And again, while you're going through this, they are asking that you separate yourself from any, well, So, because they did say something about that you might have some relationships right now that are seemingly causing more pain on top of it. I just want to say, whatever pain you're going through, you're going to go through regardless if anybody else is there or not. And it does say that the most healing and growth you will encounter is going to be in solitude. Okay, we're going to get more. Three of Cups. I love that energy. There is something that's coming up here that is going to be worth celebrating. And I want to say there are some friendships that you have in your current life that are worth celebrating. These are good people that genuinely have your best interest at heart here. I feel like they've watched you kind of fall apart. Oh, I fall apart. That Post Malone song is coming through for you, and it feels really painful, baby. But there are some really good people in your energy here that I want to say you're going to be celebrating with soon as you kind of make it through the thick of whatever this kind of painful ascension process is. Again, it's mostly that you're just having to feel in order for you to evolve or elevate past an emotional or mental level that you really stopped growing at a we really stop kind of like evolving mentally or emotionally when we start to endure trauma. Um, so going through all of this is actually like I'm watching you kind of get catapulted into a very evolved or very elevated place, but that you're going to be able to celebrate soon. I do feel like there's some successful endeavors, by the way, that are going to be worth celebrating here, but there is a strong need to kind of keep your circle clean. It's saying, I don't know what this is because it does feel like there's somebody or something that doesn't have your best interest at heart here, but mostly it wants you to realize the people who do. And I don't know, for you to be able to you're going to have to be able to discern that. That's how you're going to protect yourself in this lifetime, especially when you do become very successful. And it looks like you do have some very big success coming. And I want to say in some endeavor that you've been pursuing or whatever, something very successful that you're going to be celebrating soon here. But if you have the wrong people in your circle, when you become successful, it will all fall apart. Okay. Ooh, I fall apart. Um, Down to my core. So there's something about knowing when you're in the energy of somebody who you need external validation from, or you think creates external validation for others, and then people who you feel safe in their energy. Somebody you feel safe in their energy is somebody you can be yourself with. Okay. Totally ugly, losing your mind, losing it all. I'm not saying losing it on them or being disrespectful or abusive. I'm saying they can see you not showering for a week and still love you, and they can see you at your very worst and still love you. And then there's people who you think you need to impress, that you think are going, you're using them, by the way. I want to say you're using them for external validation. You think you need to impress them, because you do, by the way, because they don't love the real you. And but you think you need them to make the world think you're worthy. I hope you understand what I'm saying. There's a need to get rid of these people because they will make everything that you find success in, they will make it fall apart. It's a flimsy foundation. It's not built on loyalty or love or authenticity. Okay. So anything that is, you feel like you need to keep up with an image for, has to be let go of now, or it will destroy you, and you will be building from the ground up again and again and again. So again, this feeling of loneliness, isolation, pain that you're going through right now needs to be felt on your own and healed. The way we heal it, by the way, is just by feeling it. So that's your goal, is just to feel like shit without trying to make that feel like shit go away by masking it with people who you think validate you. People you need to keep up with, people you need to impress. These people have to go. They're not genuine friends, and they will take everything you build and rip it down to the ground as soon as you build it again. And if you keep going for people who you think are validating you, those people will tear you down every time again. So you keep rebuilding this empire, and other people have the power to tear it down because you built it on their opinions of you. Okay. I hope this makes sense for you, because as soon as you get comfortable with this solitude, being alone and feeling the pain you're in without needing the validation of others, you're going to build something very successful from the ground up that nobody will have access to. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. I love you so much, and we're moving right along. to the sign of Cancer. Cancer, hey, they're gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader. And we are just going to get some of these moon magic cards first, and then we will jump into the tarot to see what messages the divine has for you at this time. I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Cancer, I love that for you, honey. And I feel you on that. I love earth. And don't forget to get out and ground. You are an earthly being. You are a creature of the moon. First of all, the full moon is still, we're in full moon energy. So I am getting, if you can jump into a large body of water. Do you live by a ocean at all? If you can get into a large body of water, preferably an ocean, but a lake, river, stream, or spring will do. Um, to While this full moon energy is still thriving, because it is still available to you. They're saying something about that. Okay, so getting into a large natural body of water doesn't have to be at night when the moon is out, although that would be wonderful because it is still bright and looking full. And if you can get out there into the water in the darkness of the night while the moon is bouncing off the water, first of all, it's so ethereal. Everything about it is so magical. But there is an actual activation that will occur. And this activation will occur whether or not it's dark out like that. But there's like a visual activation that will occur if you do it in that manner. I hope that makes sense for you. That's okay, J Dubs. A little chilliness never killed anybody. Me and my girls go as long as the water isn't frozen. We don't dive all the way in, but as far as you can handle going in, me and my daughters just went the other night on the full moon. My little moon child, her birthday was on the full moon in Aries, but she's a Libra. And she went further in than I did, but we just go in as far as we can handle going in and talk to the moon and the water. Okay. So they're saying something about getting into a body of water if you can. If you can't, that's fine too, but making sure that you're getting connected to earth for all of the energy that you, as a water sign, of course, but as just an empathic being or a creature of nature, and not having as much of a third dimensional resonance as other maybe signs do, it is important that you get your charging block, which is outside in nature, your feet in the ground. You need to charge like that. Okay. It's saying here. And then it says, I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. Because I do feel like something huge, a huge opportunity is coming for you. So they are asking that you get grounded. And again, if you can jump into a large body of water during this full moon, wonderful. If you can't, just get your bare feet into your yard. I don't even care if you don't even have grass in your yard, whatever can touch the earth. Any of your, your palms, you can touch a tree. If you don't have any land, like if it's all concrete, even though concrete, I think you can ground through. If you can get to a tree and touch the palms of your hands onto a tree, and for as long as you can, right? So if you can do it for 2 hours, great. But if you can only get 5 minutes out of it, try to hold on to that tree, or stand out in the ground as long as you can, to get some of that earth energy that's available to you at this time. Life is conspiring for me because there is a huge opportunity coming your way. You're going to need the energy and the confidence and the life force energy to do whatever this is. The sun card is still on the bottom of the deck. We're not going to take that, but it feels like something very successful. By the way, the Four of Wands, the minor arcana version of the World card, could be an opportunity for you to travel across the country or world, or travel the world. Basically, I want to say you could be given an opportunity to speak in different areas of the world. Okay, I have no idea what it is that you do here, Cancer, but it is saying that there is this new opportunity coming that is going to like upgrade you in every single sense of the word, where you're going to be able to share your perspective or your knowledge, your wisdom, your insights with the rest of the world, and travel the world doing it. By the way, you could be traveling by way of like virtually. So you could be just starting something online, and doing it that way. But it does feel like you're going to be given a tangible opportunity or an offer to take whatever it is you're sharing with the world across the world and travel with it. I am getting travel. And again, a very successful opportunity. It feels like a contract being signed with an offer, like a financial offer, maybe a one big solid amount, or a bulk. What is this? Four of Pentacles. two fours, by the way, which you rule the fourth house in astrology. And I want to say they're saying something about even you might be moving like your home, because I was talking about travel and then the four came out again. So 444 might mean something for you. Of course, you are the ruler of the fourth house, and there is something about some very stable opportunity I'm getting for like you to upgrade your home. So a new home is coming through, but whatever opportunity, I feel like you could be moving across country to this home. And then the moon, the high priestess here. A fucking A, Cancer. I love everything about this reading for you. Very emotionally fulfilling life coming your way by way of you following your intuition towards something here, and not doubting yourself. There's a strong need to let or release, again, get connected to the earth, because there is like, I'm getting like imposter syndrome or something. Like, you might be the most gifted or talented person in the room at all times or everywhere you go, but you are the one who doubts yourself the most everywhere you go. And this opportunity is going to require that you don't feed into that self doubt. Okay. Because it is going to require that you get up and you act like you know what you're doing. I feel like you do know what you're doing, but you sometimes doubt that you do. Okay, so get up and be yourself. That's what they're actually saying right now. Follow your intuition. Let your intuition guide you, and whatever, take this opportunity. It does feel like a very big opportunity, but make sure that you're nice and grounded and consuming enough nutrients and things like that, taking care of yourself, getting enough sleep, and of course, getting out into nature to make sure that you have the energy to take on whatever opportunity this is. Okay. Oh, that's crazy, J Dubs. Fun. Okay, so that message is for you. Moving right along here to the sign of Leo. Leo, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few minutes or so. We're going to get you some of these moon magic cards, and then we will get you some tarot as well, just to get some quick messages from the divine, whatever the divine has for you at this time. All right, honey, you got, I will persist. My will is strong. Don't forget who the F you are, I want to say. And beauty raises my vibration. I seek it out for healing and joy. And this goes back to an Aries. You can definitely go watch the Aries reading if you want to. It feels almost like you kept coming up in their reading. I kept like thinking of them as you, but basically what they want me to remind you of is that your confidence about your physical appearance is not shameful. Okay. Something about that. And it's okay to pour into your physical beauty however the fuck you see fit, not to impress other people, but for yourself, because you feel beautiful when you do it. um I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. And don't forget to feed yourself, feed your, like I said, your ego if you need to. But what was this first one? Because I will persist. My will is strong. Yeah, because I feel like something feels like it's draining you. But I don't love that energy. But let me find out more, because I feel like you're actually overlooking an opportunity that is going to be very successful for you or good for you, or because you're focused on the wrong thing. The Hanged Man here as well. Okay, so it's giving a weird energy on these cards. Okay, so it's kind of like you're trying to focus on something that isn't your strong suit because you feel like, okay, this is the energy they're bringing. It's like you're trying to focus on your moral compass. By the way, I think you should be morally sound. Okay, but it's like you're trying to focus on being a good person in an area where your physical beauty is what you were meant to shine with. It doesn't mean you should stop being a good person, but stop trying to make that be what people see you for. Okay. Because you're just fine. This is what I'm getting here. Like, you're fine as hell. You're meant to shine in that way. In whatever this is. And I want to say people likely, because nobody, people, 98% of people insecure as fuck, loser, weak fucks. Okay. Sorry about that. but people are running around, and these 98% of people are out here trying to mock and humiliate the 2% that are shining and aren't fucking with anybody else. But I want to say that the reason why people are mocking and humiliating you because you're so beautiful, or because you think you're so beautiful, by the way, you are, is because they're jealous of your beauty and they can't have it. So now you're trying to focus on some sort of like being this really good person, which that's not, it's like you are, but that's not, you're fucking gorgeous. You're fine as hell. You're unusually beautiful. And that's what you're supposed to be focusing on at this time. Again, you're not supposed to use that beauty to go hurting motherfuckers. You're a good person, but you're trying to spotlight the wrong thing. You're spotlighting your moral compass. You have it. You should keep it. But that's not what you should be shining because you're beautiful at this time, and whatever it is it's like you're at a fucking model competition. Nobody gives a shit. I'm sorry, guys. I'm coming off a little rude here. Um, it's like you shouldn't be, it's like people are trying to make you feel like you have like moral corruption, which you don't. Or something's morally corrupt about you being so fucking beautiful. No, they're just jealous. They're just hating on you. So focus on that. I don't know what this means, but pour into that physical aspect of you. Take good care of yourself, take good care of your looks, and don't forget who the fuck you are. Something about that. Okay. You have a good moral compass. So you don't have to question that just because I want to say, because you're given opportunities, you're in a beauty industry or something like that. The industry you're in supports beauty, and they're not shy about beauty being, but you want to keep like showcasing your moral compass. But it's like, don't forget that your beauty is what has gotten you where you are. It doesn't have to be a shallow thing. Nobody's forcing anybody into this. Like, whatever, you were built naturally gorgeous. You get to shine there. It doesn't matter what people think of that. I don't know what to say here. I hope you understood the message, but it's like, don't stop shining because people are questioning your moral compass because you're thriving because of your beauty. You're in a beauty industry. You're meant to thrive because of your beauty there, and you can still be a morally sound person. Okay. But that doesn't need to be the spotlight. You don't need to be so worried about everybody thinking you're a good person. I want to say that if people are rude to you, fuck them, be rude back. There's no reason to keep this sweet little whatever, I'm a good person mask on for these hoes, is what I'm getting. I hope you get what I'm saying here. I love you, and I'll see you in the next reading. Moving right along here to the sign of Virgo. Virgo, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader. We're going to do these little moon magic cards here for you, and then we'll get some tarot as well. Just going to get quick messages from the divine, whatever the divine has for you at this time. And it says here, my words and actions are of beauty and compassion and love. And I am connected to the earth and all of life around me. I love that for you. Okay. It's like a sweet balance of your head and your heart, or your ego and your spirit, or something like that. Yeah, same, similar to like the Leo. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. Okay, but I think it's actually going to be beneficial for you. Okay, because I was telling Leo to stop trying to be such a moral fucking, I mean, it's like they have good morals, right? You got good morals. You don't need to showcase them. If people can't see it, it's because they don't want to, or whatever, they refuse to, or um but yours seems like, let me just get some tarot on it, because I feel like it's saying here, you're a beautiful person, but that isn't all you have to offer. I feel it's similar, or but opposite of Leo's message. Yeah, because it's like, um yeah, it's like whatever you're pursuing, it has nothing to do with your external beauty, and you don't need to focus on that or whatever. It's like, for you, it's focusing on what you're actually good at, which is being like, I want to say, not just compassionate, but kind of like able to read the room and anticipate the needs of others. And let me just see here. Your morality is what's going to help you thrive here. Okay. Not your beauty. I think you're beautiful as well, but it's saying something about staying integral, and this, whatever you're pursuing, is what's going to help you thrive and become very successful, even independently wealthy here. So there is a need for you to do it from what is this? Let me get one more card. Two more, I guess. It's like, what's gonna make you shine? And I'm gonna cover this lady up. The star card and the knight of is your mind. Okay, so I want to say you might be very beautiful physically, but there is something that you're pursuing here that actually requires that you showcase your mind, not your physical appearance or something like that. And that doesn't mean it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying don't dress provocatively, although don't. I think like what they're saying is if you overdo the fact that you're beautiful, people might overlook the fact that you're brilliant or something like that. So whatever it is you're pursuing here, they really want you to highlight and showcase your mind and let them see you for that. And it's not your fault, by the way, if they can't stop looking at your chest or something. So they're not saying to like wear a fucking muumuu to whatever this event is or wherever this is, but just to like again, you can do your makeup and look pretty, but it's like try not to highlight your physical. So dress down, no, dress up, but light on the makeup or something like this. I don't know what the hell this is, you guys. But whatever it is, your beauty, you're very beautiful. So try not to have that be on blast or on like the showcase because then they're going to overlook the fact that you're actually the most qualified for the position as well. Okay. I hope this makes sense for you. So, your beauty is distracting people to the point where they can't see your beautiful mind. So, there's a strong need to dim down the beauty for a day when maybe it's an interview, by the way. I don't know what this is. Um, yeah, something like that, J Dubs. Dress like business casual. No, I don't even know. You can dress up, just don't have your yeah, it's like you don't need to showcase things that are definitely there, including your physical beauty. But they do want you to showcase your skills or your mind in this endeavor or whatever, show off what you're good that you're actually brilliant at the position, whatever this is. Okay. I hope this makes sense for you. Wear something more professional, J Dub says. And J Dubs, do you have any questions? Did you want to ask the tarot? I am going to wrap it up there, Virgo. Love you so much. Thanks for being here. And J Dubs, if you have a question, I will happily answer that for you. If not, I am going to jump on off here. All right, J Dubs, I love you. Thank you so much for everything. I am going to take off. Oh, the person on your mind. Okay. J Dubs, I'm going to get how the person on your mind is feeling about you. Okay. The person on J Dubs' mind, how are they currently feeling, or what is the situation? Or give me more information on the person on J Dubs' mind, please. Gene W, Gene W, Gene W. Well, I'm not loving this energy. Well, J Dubs, you got the Seven of Cups. I don't know. I feel like they could be a Gemini or have their Mercury in Gemini or something. They might be jumping to conclusions about the situation, or I want to say assuming the worst. Well, if you think it's a waste of time, then it probably is. I feel like they have you on a pedestal, by the way, J Dubs, whoever this is. And maybe it's because they're not good enough for you. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here is like either they're jumping to conclusions about you or I want to say that you're jumping to conclusions, but not in a like you're not jumping to negative conclusions, that you're kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt where they don't deserve it or something like that. Again, I feel like they have you on a pedestal here, but I don't know that they're worthy of. There's a reason for that. I feel like it's because they maybe aren't, maybe they are. It's like, are you dating down a little bit? Or are you a bit out of their league is the energy that is coming across here is that you might be a little bit out of their league. And J Dubs, I believe that fully. I think you're out of everybody's league, if I'm being honest with you. But you'll know whether they're a waste of your time or not by you're a pretty deep person. And so if there's ever that moment of, ooh, like that was shallow, or it's like, you don't have time for that. You're too busy trying to pursue other things at this time. But if you are feeling a spark with them, I think it's worth pursuing. But there is something about either they're jumping to conclusions about you or you jumping to conclusions about them. And in your case, it feels like you might be giving them the benefit of the doubt, even though they've given red flags. Don't do that. They're just saying don't ever give anybody the benefit of the doubt. Let it go. If there's a red flag, there is something that like you're never going to be able to deal with that in the future. So why waste your time, like you said? Hope that makes sense for you. Again, I feel like whoever this is very attracted to you, or they almost see you as way out of their league, is the energy that I'm getting. And then again, I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit in the dating world if that's the case. So you need to start expecting more from your partnerships or something like that. I hope that makes sense for you. I love you so much, J Dubs, and thank you so much for everything. And thank you everybody for being here. I am going to take off if nobody else has any questions. um then I will see you guys very soon in a reading. Probably Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays will be the readings, and the live readings for sure will be on one of those days each week, and then we will do some pre-recorded readings probably on each of those days of the week. I do work the other days, and so whenever sporadically I might throw in another reading here and there. But I love you so much. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much, J-Dubs, for all your help and all your love and all your support. And any way that I can support you back, please always let me know. I'd love to help. If you ever need me to, like, I don't have a huge following here, but boost your company in any way or anything like that, let me know. I love you so much and thank you for everything. And I will see you very soon.